Hey, what's happening? This is your boy Creativedwill, your everyday creative dad. Welcome to the channel, and thank you for tuning in. Man, I got a super duper dope video for you guys. I'm gonna be taking y'all through a walkthrough of how I use the Maschine Plus, the Maschine software, the Komplete Kontrol 61 key, and the Komplete Kontrol software inside of my DAW of choice, which is Cubase. Some of these things are gonna be native to Cubase, but majority of the techniques you should be able to take them and utilize them inside your own DAW. So y'all know what time it is. Let's dive in and let's get creative. All right, you guys, so welcome back. As you can see, I have an instance of Cubase pulled up here, and I have my template. This is what my template looks like. I have the Maschine software already loaded up, and I got the Komplete Kontrol software already loaded up. But what we're gonna take a look at is the Maschine software first, and I'm gonna show you guys how I actually program drums inside of my inside of Cubase. So if you got your own native DAW that you want to use instead of utilizing Maschine 2 software, then this is, I think, the best method in order to do that. First, you want to load up, you want to come over here to your instruments and everything, and I like to do it from the side right here, and you can just drag and drop or just load up wherever you keep your plugins, load up Maschine software inside of here. So once you get that loaded up, I have a template set up, so mine loads up like this. If you're doing anything inside of Maschine, I utilize Maschine just for the software, just for the drums, and I utilize Komplete Kontrol for my actual instruments, because I can control all of the instruments on this software right here, the Komplete Kontrol software. Let me move this up here, and so I don't do any instruments, I only do drum program inside the Maschine 2 software. This is where I control all the sounds and stuff, because I have a 61 key. If you got the M32 keyboard, you can do the exact same thing. The M32 actually can be utilized to control your DAW, and it can be utilized to browse the sounds and those chord modes and the keys, scale, and all that other stuff can be used from this one software. And the super duper dope thing about this software is that there's other instruments that you can use the keyboard to control as well, which is like Omnisphere, Keyscape. I got all these plugins in here, and you can just pull those up inside of Komplete Kontrol software. So that's one of the huge benefits if you have a keyboard from Native Instruments. I have the 61 key, and I love it. I freaking love it. I can actually browse the sounds on the actual keyboard, utilize the screen, and I don't ever even have to look at Cubase if I don't want to. And I'm gonna show you guys what I have. I have a hotkey or a key command mapped on my actual controller and on the Maschine controller to render in place, render audio in place. I'm gonna show you why that's important in a little bit. But anyway, so like I said, I'll come over here and I'll only have one group loaded up here, and I'll have all of my sounds and everything like that loaded up, and then I can even come over here and keep browsing sounds and everything. But since I already have my template, I'm not gonna browse sounds and the drum kits and everything. I'm gonna just use this template. Now, when you pull it up inside of Maschine, the Maschine transport controls will not control your software like mine does right now. What you have to do is, let me minimize this, excuse my dirty desktop. Come over here to the controller editor. It comes with Maschine, and this thing is super duper dope, yo. You can name stuff, you can map everything like that inside of the actual controller. The beauty of the Maschine hardware is not only a software controller, y'all. It's not only the Maschine Plus is not only a software controller, it is actually a MIDI CC controller as well, meaning that everything that you see on this machine can be mapped to control some type of feature inside of your DAW. And I'm gonna show y'all how I got mine set up inside of Maschine. Shouts out to the homie Jeff Gibson over his channel. Dude is a freaking genius. If you got Cubase, go check him out, because he showed me some gems that changed my entire life. Dude is dope. Appreciate you, Jeff. All right, so I'm gonna post a link in the description to his channel. Yo, go check him out. Go check him out. But if you ain't got Cubase, it's another shameless plug of why you might want to get Cubase, because we stepping the game up over at Cubase, boy. Now, anyway, so all right, look. So I'll come over here, and you see how this green box is right here. In order to get your transport keys working, you want to hit host transport right here, controls, and now when you go to hit play and stop and everything, it is automatically mapped. The only bad part is that that you notice, let me pull that back up. Sorry, you can still get to look at my dirty desktop one more again. All right, so the only bad part is that this record function is not mapped to your DAW. I got a workaround for that. I utilize this this function right here, the erase button. I changed that because I don't ever use it. So I changed this erase function right here to actually record and enable inside of my DAW and do my count in for me, which is super duper important, because when you're recording inside the machine, you want this to actually act as if you're recording inside a machine. You typically hit shift and record into the count in. So I just hit that and it automatically count in, and this is already record enable, and I can just play it on the drums. Hope that makes sense. If not, it's about to make sense here in a little bit. So let me close you out, buddy, and let me pull back up that good old Cubase. Y'all, I'm falling in love with Cubase. I ain't even lie to you. It is really serving my needs right now. I know that sounded weird, but anyway, y'all get the gist. All right, so let me come over here and boom. Like I said, if I come over here, let me go back to the software. Boom. You just hit shift and it's channel button MIDI right here, and it'll take you back to the software mode. So I have this up, and say if I wanted to record inside of machine, I would hit arm to arm it. That's why I told you guys that this button doesn't arm the actual software, even when you select that host transport controller. That's because it arms inside of the actual software machine, which is, you need that because when you start programming drums, it's going to record inside here, and then you export from here back inside your DAW. I know it's a lot. Stick with me. It's going to make sense. All right, look, P game. So, all right, let's go. So I'm going to hit record. You see how it counts in? Boom. That jump was off, but who cares? Shift, quantize, gets back on beat for me. Now I can hit stop right there, and I say if I want to add more. All right, so I got that going. Now let's find a sample here real quick, and I'm gonna show you guys how I get loops and everything going, and then what I do is drag and drop it. The beautiful thing about Cubase, not Cubase in particular, but if I wanted to with Cubase, I can come up here and drag and drop this in here. Boom, and it automatically picked up the notes of that sample. I don't know any other DAW that's doing that, bro, but Cubase, shouts out to you, appreciate you. But if you can't do that inside of Cubase, another way you can do that is I use Scalar. I even though Cubase has that function, then I still use Scalar, but I like to have it inside of Cubase as well. So I go down to chord pads, and I'll clear this out really quick, and I'll show you guys how to do this same thing inside of Scalar. Then I'll just assign from chord pads, boom, and that's all the chords up there. But it's gonna play the selected. So if so that should sounds like this sample that I loaded up. Matter of fact, we gotta do some Cubase functionality and scratch this to the tempo. Boom, 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 boom. This is all Cubase native, so if you ain't got Cubase, then some of this stuff you're gonna have to figure it out on your own. My bad. Go YouTube it. YouTube has a whole bunch of stuff out there for you. So boom. All right, so like I said, if you ain't got Cubase, if you ain't got Cubase and you can't do that chord feature, go buy Scalar. I love Scalar. Scalar is super dope. There's gonna be a link in the description. It's not an affiliate link. I really pay for all this stuff, so go get this plugin. Boom, we're gonna drag and drop that inside there. Boom, yes, whatever. Now all of those same features is mapped. You hit that right there. Scale is super dope because it picks up even more of the scale than Cubase did. So I use Scalar 99.9% of the time, and I have this complete control mapped to Scalar. You see it right there, it says Scalar 2, so it's going to Scalar the outputs. So when I click on this software right here, it's triggering inside there. But anyway, so that's a little caveat. Had to do that because I think a lot of people are going to probably ask me in the comment section how I do that. So I just wanted to stay ahead of the game. Boom. So we want to minimize that. Now, what I typically do is I'll come back over here to Maschine, and we're going to go right here, and I'm going to hit play again. Uh-oh, computer seems like it's about to shut down on me. Now, say if I like that, boom, I want to come back over here and start from the beginning. I want to add some drums, right? Boom. So we like that. And I want to come back over here and I'm going to just soft quantize that to 50%. Now, the thing that I don't like about Maschine, y'all, hey, Native Instruments, if y'all watching, do me a favor and like do this. Just please do this. You see this little button right here? I can come over here and program drums inside here and drag and drop them one at a time, but I don't want to do all that. I want that same little button right here. Just hold this down and let it be able to export its whole groups. Oh my God, that would make my life a lot easier. And this would be the best workflow ever. But anyway, working around, I'll just come over here and I'll shift, select on all of those, hit reset because I'm not using any of those. And what I'll do is I'll come back over here inside of Maschine and we just export it. Excuse me. So boom, find my desktop Maschine export folder trackouts. Let's go to stuff, fun track. I've been doing this. This is like my third video. So boom, let's say Maschine Creativedwill cool guy. Bye, y'all. We gonna export you to that folder because you're a cool dude. Boom. Alrighty, so I go right here, then I hit export. Wow. So now what I can do is I can mute you, Mr. Maschine, because I don't need you no more because I got those exports right there. And I'll import those into my DAW of choice. Bye, y'all. Go to cool guy folder. Boom. And then we just hit open. Different tracks. Wow. Uh-oh. It brought that one over here. So you need to bring that down there. So I bet. So now I have all of those sounds from the Maschine inside of my DAW. They're super duper loud. So what I do is when it exports as stereo, and I don't like having drums in stereo. So what I'll do is, like I told you, Maschine has the capability of becoming a controller. But what I did was I created some hotkeys or command keys in order to do some functions for me. So I want this right here to be converted to mono. So I'll just shift, hit MIDI keyboard. Now I'm in MIDI mode and I have a selection, a button mapped over here to find in the pool and convert these signals to mono. So all I got to do is just boom, hit that, hit OK, hit OK. Now it automatically converted those to mono for me. Booyah, Maschine, boy, you crushing it with that. You crushing it with that. So these are all functions that you can map to whatever you want inside a Maschine, right? Bye, y'all. So I got that, and we're just gonna bring these down because those drums are hot. All right, so that's one way. I just found out another way of how to utilize these pads inside a Maschine and have all of these MIDI mapped inside of Cubase. So it is picking up the MIDI data from Cubase. Like I said, go check out Jeff Gibson video. He got another video. He showed me how to do this inside of Cubase. Don't know how to do it in other DAWs, so y'all gonna have to figure that out on your own. But yes, Maschine has the capability to map MIDI inside of your DAW. So it picks up MIDI information. So I come over here and I go back to Maschine and then you can see that this MIDI data is being picked up. So I can just hit that right there and I'm selecting on that MIDI group. Oh, you know what? Undo that, shift. Matter of fact, let me go over here. Undo, boom. And I have to delete that information inside of Maschine because it's picking up that data. Bye, y'all. And let me add another sound. Where you at, LJ? I rock with LJ Kits, yo. He's super duper dope lo-fi producer. and he's a dope YouTuber. So, all right, so we're gonna do that. We're gonna find some let's open hi-hats. We need closed hi-hats. There we go. Boom. All right, so I got that one right there. And it didn't pick up. I would have to go back in here and map this again, but I'm not doing all of that. But I'm gonna show you guys what I mean though. So boom, if I like that, then I can come over here, select that, hit quantize and all that good stuff from the machine. Hardware, buyout, and I got that in there. Now, if I really liked it, then I'll just come over here back to that, and I'll just hit let's hit render in place. So what it did was it renders this audio from the machine directly into my DAW. And it sounds weird because I think I got two of them go. Oh, sounds weird because I'm recorded into actual machine, I think. Yeah. And we didn't need to record into machine. Boom. DAW. So it's playing it twice. And if I wanted to, I can come back over here and I can say, hey, convert to mono, dude, because I want you to do that for me. Boom. Easily converted to mono. So that's how you work with, like, that's how I like to utilize machine software inside of my DAW. I utilize it as an actual MIDI controller, and then I use the software as a way to program my drums. So that's numero uno way that I literally utilize the software. So I can get rid of you, buddy, because we don't need you no more. Boom. And I can delete this track. So now, the next thing that I do is, like I said, I utilize Scalar 2 and I utilize Komplete Kontrol keyboard. How many? I'm at 16 minutes. I'll probably just go through this really quick and do another video. The reason why I love this software so much, the Komplete Kontrol software, is because I utilize this to control all of my instruments inside of Cubase and all the instruments inside of the complete bundle that I have. So I got the complete Ultimate Collector's Edition, 13 Ultimate Collector's Edition. All of the instruments and stuff can be mapped to this keyboard, and this act as now a synthesizer. Don't know if that makes sense, but you're gonna learn today. So, like I said, the controller, the keyboard, you guys can't see it, but the keyboard is controlling my DAW right now. And all the transport keys come already mapped when you add it inside your DAW. It's super simple to utilize Komplete Kontrol inside of any DAW. But what I want to do is I want to go up over here. Then we want to go to browser. Boom. And you hear it's playing sounds. All I did was, boom, I'm utilizing this right here. I'm browsing the sounds as if I would be inside a machine or any other DAW. I can actually come over here and pick instruments that I want. Let's utilize lowers. And I'm browsing all of the sounds. So I don't even have to. Let's go to Lo-Fi Glow. I haven't checked that out. Let's find the sound. I don't know how this is gonna sound, but we're gonna utilize it anyway. So when I find the sound, then all I gotta do is hit enter, and now oh, that sounds weird, but we're gonna rock with it. And since I have everything mapped on here, then I can come over here and hit scale, only the white keys, cheating. And let's add a strum. Boom. That's why I like Scalar, because I can add strums and all that other stuff. So watch this. It ain't strumming too much, is it? Let's add a stroke strum. I think it's because of that sound. That sound is weird. Just find another sound, like a keyboard or something. Piano key. That's dope. Yeah. And all this should be in scale with this sound. Now I said if I like that, then I'll just come over here and hit record on my actual controller and I'll play that. I can hit stop, and once I'm selected on the actual sounds, boom, right there, then I can hit quantize and it automatically quantize. I don't know why I have this set. I need to, okay, no, it's not. All right, so that should be quantized. I hit play. Boom. I can hit stop. And if I like that, then I want to convert this to audio. And the beautiful thing about, like I said, about Cubase and other DAWs is that when you set those commands up, you can convert it and it goes right back to that instance of complete control. So I don't have to add more instances. It just converts the audio. So let me show you guys what I'm talking about. So if I have it mapped on my keyboard, I can come over here and I can do render in place from the actual hardware controller or machine, because I have that quick control, that key command mapped right there. Or I can come over here, I have it mapped on my controller on the auto button. I don't use the automation button on this complete 61 key. I have that mapped to render in place. So I just hit that one time, boom, and it renders it in place. Boom. Typically it deletes this. Matter of fact, let me show you guys. Let me go undo that. Boom. And I'm gonna do it from here. Should delete that. Yeah, so it deletes it. I don't know why I didn't do it on there. I probably gotta go remap that too, because I probably got that set to just render in place. So, all right, so now that that's deleted, I can hit play. I can hit stop. Now I can come over here and browse more sounds. And say if I like that. Now I can hit play. That sounded horrible, but you guys get the gist. I'm not gonna go through that whole thing, but that's pretty much how I utilize Maschine 2.0 software and how I utilize Complete Control software and all of Native Instruments sounds, the Complete Ultimate Collector's Edition, and inside of my DAW choice. If you guys found value in this video, then y'all know what y'all need to do. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, hit that like button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And like I said, if you got Cubase, I'll be posting some of the links in the description to Jeff Gibson's video. Dude is super duper knowledgeable. He showed me how to utilize this whole feature, all of these different features. One thing in particular, let me go back to my my display. Boom. So if you're a Cubase user, you have this ability to, like I said, you can map all of the features inside of like my hardware controller is mapped by utilizing this feature right here. All I gotta do is touch on something and it picks up in there, and I can say, okay, I want this to undo, play, whatever. Like I have solo mapped, I have undo, quantize, and all that stuff mapped right here inside of Maschine. There's other ways that you can do it inside of other DAWs, but you just gotta YouTube it and do it the way that you know how. So that's pretty much it, you guys. Be awesome, be creative. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, like I said, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because it helps it out if you guys comment, and let me know what is your DAW of choice that you're using. Comment below, tell me what DAW you're using, and tell me how you like it. Let's just dialogue and let's connect. So until next time, be awesome, be creative, and don't let anybody stop you from doing what it is that you want to do in life. Till next time, deuces.